Hello everybody, Happy New Year, Happy 2021. We hope it's a much better year than last year. For sure will be a better year, okay? Anyway, first we're going to do our NgalSo preliminary prayers, then we're going to continue actually to say some New Year greeting and then continue talking about Lama Caroline, beautiful combined practice, okay? Okay, so NgalSo preliminary prayers, yeah, which we do the same each time, yeah, because we like, okay? Namo Gurubhya, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Namo Gurubhya, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Namo Gurubhya, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Namo Triratnaya. Look at Sangye Chodan Sogi Chonamla Janchu Badu Dani Kyasuchi Dagi Jin Sogi Pesonaki Rola Penchi Sangye Drupasho Sangye Chodan Sogi Chonamla Janchu Badu Dani Kyasuchi Dagi Jin Sogi Pesonaki Rola Penchi Sangye Drupasho. In the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, we go for refuge until enlightenment. Through the practice of generosity and the other perfections, may we become Buddhas for the benefit of all beings. Semchen tamche dewa dan dewe gyudan dampa gyuchi. Semchen tamche dunya dan dunya gi gyudan drawa gyuchi. Semchen tamche dunya mepe dewa dami drawa gyuchi. Semchen tamche nyeri jadani dan Trawe tanyola nepa gyuchi. Semchen tamche lusen gidu nele soshin trayun lusen dewada dempa gyuchi. Semchen tamche NgalSo tochi henchina nochu koyu danshin samane gyuchi. Semchen tamche danza bolingi kedo dadan chinangi Shide dan dukun dempa gyuchi. Tamche duni sashida semala sohome padan. La tiltanya bedurye. Ranshin jampo ne gyuchi. La dami chupese. No susham dahani kitro. Kun sanchu trilana me. Nanke kanku kya gyuchi on namo bhagavati benza sawa pramadani tathagataya mahate samya sambuddhaya tayata om benze benze maha benze mahatetra benze mahavidya benze mahabodhicitta benze mahabodhi mandropa samkramana benze sawakama awarana vishuddhana benze soha Kunjo sungi tempadan, sangye dan janchu sempa, tamche giji gi aladan, soni yon suzo penadan, chempo dan chukiyin, nampa dachin sangi mikyape, togi deshi nidu gyuchi. Malusen che kungi go gyuchi du de punje hemi se jom zela no na malu yanda ke gyupe chom den ko che hene di she su so go son gupe go ne cha selo no sha yi tro che pa malu bo top mene sa di tun tam che sha Kepa, 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 Kepagya wahanam la jeira koa mato badule shune rola chuki hikolo kowadan dasha jenam janchu chempo no Sashipaki joshi metotram rirali shihini degen padi Sangye shindu mite boai Drokunanda hashila chupasho Idam guru ratna mandala kam niryatayami Lozan Gyalwa Kungi Yesheni Chitu Trime Gyalten Zimpeso Radan Kyoko Gyaso Trudun Kun Trinchen Lame Shabla Solwade Om A Guru Vajradara Sumati Gyana Shasana Dara Samudra Sibhadra Sawasidi Hu Hu Om A Guru Vajradara Sumati Gyana Shasana Dara Samudra Sibhadra Sawasidi Hu Hu Om A Guru Vajradara Sumati Gyana Shasana Dara Samudra Sibhadra Sawasidi Hu Lucho Zampo Pelgyuta Shipa Tuchetem Pehetrile Noda Pegedro Lozam Peze Pachen Palden La Mehesha Blasowade Oma Guru Vajradhara Suhumahati Muni Shahasahane Kama Uttavahadanye Sri Bahadra Vasamahanya Sawasidi Humo Maguru Vajradhara Suhumahati Muni Shahasahane Kama Uttavahadanye Sri Bahadra Vasamahanya Sawasidi Humo Maguru Vajradhara Suhumahati Muni Shahasahane Kama Uttavahadanye Sri Bahadra Vasamahanya Sawasidi Hu Pakya ke kudan dagilu Pakya ke sundahan dagina Pakya ke tudan dagi Danyamaji tu jingilo Makya ke kudan dagilu Makya ke sundahan dagina Makya ke tudan dagi Danyamaji tu jingilo. So we imagine Rinpoche's holy mind and all the Buddha, Bodhisattva, Daka, Dakini, all absorb into Rinpoche, who absorbs through the crown of our head and is mixes with our very subtle mind and wind at our heart chakra. Okay, so our mind becomes blessed. Okay, so in this way we always have spiritual company. We're never alone, no? All the Buddhas and Rinpoche is with us, okay? Om Muni Muni Mahamuni Shakya Muni Soha Om Muni Muni Mahamuni Shakya Muni Soha Om Muni Muni Mahamuni Shakya Muni Soha Om Maitreya Maitreya Maha Maitreya Arya Maitreya Soha Om Maitreya Maitreya Maha Maitreya Arya Maitreya Soha Om Maitreya Maitreya Maha Maitreya Arya Maitreya Soha Om Ahum Karuna Karuna Maha Karuna Arya Karunaye Soha. Om Ahum Karuna Karuna Maha Karuna Arya Karunaye Soha. Om Ahum Karuna Karuna Maha Karuna Arya Karunaye Soha. Okay, so first, I'd like to say thank you to everybody for being in our NgalSo community, and I'd like to say Happy New Year again. Yeah, actually, yesterday, Lama Michelle tried to organise that we do like together with the streaming, and actually, I did go to the Albagnano candle event, which is very nice, But there were some problems with the sound, Why? Because Albagnano is an isolated place. It's true, no? Of course, it's a meditation center. And so every winter, actually, often we have problems with the internet, with the electricity and this kind of thing, However, we're really doing our best. I think, really everybody's done very well this last year. But anyway, so many people said they couldn't hear what I was saying, So I'd just like to repeat Happy New Year to everybody. I hope everybody has a much better year in 2021. Actually, I made a list of all Tashi Deli and Happy New Year to all our Sanghas all around the world, and I made a list of them all, but now I've lost the list. So in order not to offend anybody, because actually there's many, many, many countries where Lama Genshin established centres and groups around the world, So anyway, so Tashi Deli to all friends in the east and the north and the south, the west and the centre in the world, May the year of the ox this next year be much better for all of you, And I just repeat what I was saying yesterday, So, okay, this is actually something, it's the symbol of the Dharma, Buddha's Dharma wheel, something Rinpoche gave me, okay? So what I wanted to say is our Sangha is like this, okay? Okay, so yes, here in the center, of course, is Rinpoche, our Lama Genshin Rinpoche. And actually there also is Lama Michelle, fortunately for all of us, taking care very well in an excellent way of all the centers and foundation and everything. So we're very lucky and we should support him, And then I was saying around, actually, there's Albagnano, Then around we have all our different center and group and association, actually our Sangha members doing so many different jobs, and many times we're not even aware of what the other people are doing, but it's like this, We're one whole, So each part actually is important for our Dharma wheel because we need all the parts to be okay for the wheel to be able to function and to go, So, maybe you can only see like your center, your part, your group, your foundation, your Dharma shop, your own practice, But we're part of this whole international Sangha. And also I was saying yesterday that nowadays I'm speaking a lot with many of our Sangha members all over the world. And actually, people's minds, they're okay, People's minds are very good. They're very positive, which I'm really, really happy about, that really our Sangha members are integrating Rinpoche's message, and despite the many difficulties that we passed through last year, people's minds generally are okay, are up, which I'm very happy about, So anyway, I was saying like we're like this, one unity, There's a center and an edge, Well, we all need to work together so that the wheel of the NgalSo Dharma teachings can turn and continue for many generations, and Juntos Podemos, together we can, So I'd just like to repeat what I was saying yesterday, So anyway, thank you, Happy New Year. Hope it's much better for everybody this year. So now what we're going to do is we're going to continue with the explanation, very short explanation of the Lama Genshin combined practice. So where's my iPad? Okay, so we're looking at, one second, let me just get it here. I've also got a downloaded PDF, Okay, so Rinpoche, Lama Genshin, he lay out this combined practice. Actually, he made the final, edition of this 1 month before he passed into Parinirvana, So we can be entirely sure and certain all of this is his wish, because he said, that's it, that's wonderful, don't change, just do it, It's what he said, Now, no need to add or do anything else except meditate on it, okay? So let's just find where we were. We were talking about this section on the Mahayana self-healing and the 8 Bodhisattvas, So I was saying yesterday that, of course, in this book it's like super short, yeah. I said the other day, Geraldo made a picture, very nice. I was holding like this huge pile of like Dharma texts of, our Tibetan texts of our lineage of Guya Samadhya, Chakrasamvara, Dojin Joma, Yamantaka, Terachitamani, Kalachakra, yeah. Big pile like this big, yeah, literally ½ meter high. And then he made a picture saying that this is the whole ocean and here is the drop. It's true. Lama Genshin, he condensed the essence of all these incredible transformative teachings into one drop, which is the combined practice, yeah? But of course, like each section, it's like one page with some mantras. We need to understand very deeply what that is, And we need to understand that actually it's one key, wisdom key, that's opening one door to one palace of enlightenment. Then we need to go through and we need to see what's there. We need to actually, for example, with the Mahayana Self-Healing, the 8 Bodhisattvas, we have a beautiful commentary and practice called NgalSo Mahayana Self-Healing, where Rinpoche, he linked the qualities of the 6 perfections of a bodhisattva, the perfection of generosity, ethics, patience, energy, concentration, and wisdom, and the generation of the 2 bodhicittas, relative bodhicitta, developing love, compassion, and empathy, and absolute bodhicitta, which is understanding the nature of reality, that things are empty of bhava, of nature, but when you search for a fixed essence of things, we cannot find it, but all things are dependent arisings, okay? So anyway, so Rinpoche linked all these very important concepts, and practices of the Mahayana together with the 8 great bodhisattva sons who are considered to be the main Mahayana disciples of the historical Buddha, Shakyamuni, okay? So we were looking at that a little bit yesterday. Now, anyway, let me just find it, I think we were like halfway through or something yesterday. Okay, 1 second, Let me just find it. So many things in this combined practice, it takes a while to scroll through, Okay, let's see. It's really much better to have the paper version, Please order one from our I also want a paper version from our NgalSo shop, Okay, here we are. We're on page 29 and page 30, Mahayana practice of the 8 bodhisattvas, okay? Of the 8 beings with the awakened nature, bodhisattva, okay? And the great mother Prajna Paramita, So as we know, the Mahayana came about when Lord Buddha Shakyamuni, he turned what we call the second wheel of Dharma, which was the teaching of the Prajna Paramita, the perfection of wisdom. And he taught that on Mass Vulture's Mountain in Rajgriha. The first wheel of Dharma that the Buddha taught was the wheel of the 4 Noble Truths, which was taught at in the Deer Park in Sarnath, Varanasi, India. Okay, and there he explained the 4 Noble Truths. But the Buddha's actual idea and intention of how to liberate our mind was the perfection of wisdom. Okay, which we personify as Guru Buddha Prajna Paramita, this very important female Buddha, the mother of all conqueror Buddhas. Okay. So that's why it says that here, the 8 bodhisattvas and Great Mother Prajna Paramita, And in our book, there's this, in our Rinpoche's condensed practice, there's this image, which is actually when Lord Buddha is teaching the Prajna Paramita on Mass Vulture's Mountain, surrounded by a great assembly of monks and a great assembly of bodhisattvas, and others. Okay, so yesterday we did Oma Guru Buddha Bodhisattva Mandala Nama. Nama means homage, or it means we are labeling, we are bringing into reality that concept, in this case, the mandala of Guru Buddha Bodhisattva. Then we did like this, Oma Guru Buddha Shakyamuni, Om Ahum Tram Hri, 5 chakras, and then Soha, the 2 lower chakras again, because in self-healing, sometimes we say Om Ahum Tram Hri, and sometimes we say Om Ahum Soha. Rinpoche always had 2 systems, So anyway, so he put like that, So then yesterday we were saying, okay, we start here with Maitreya, Okay, Maitri in Sanskrit means love, So he's on the crown of the head because the Mahayana is based on the development of relative bodhicitta. So Lama Caroline always used to say we need to change our small selfish heart into the big open heart of love and compassion, yeah? And then gradually with the 4 limitless thought or 7 limitless thought or taking and giving, we need to open our heart fully, yeah? Extend our circle of caring and gradually develop the actual thought of bodhicitta, which is, may I become awakened in order to benefit other people, society, and the environment, or if not awakened as I can be at this moment, yeah? Anyway, that direction is the one I want to go, yeah? Okay? So, I was saying yesterday, where the Bodhisattvas are in the body is based on the arrangement from the Guhya Samaja Tantra, okay? So here is Maitreya, yeah? Then after that, it starts with the 6 perfections, the 6 paramitas, the transcendent perfections that help us to cross beyond samsara to achieve nirvana or enlightenment, yeah? So the first one is the perfection of generosity, yeah? So it's here, Guru Buddha Akasha Garbha, yeah? Okay? So you might notice here, actually, that the Bodhisattva is called Guru Buddha, yeah? Because it's always like kind of flexible. Like, for example, we say like Manjusri, no? Manjusri, sometimes we say like a 10th ground Bodhisattva. Sometimes we say it's a Buddha, yeah? Okay? Like, anyway. So it's kind of, I mean, 10th ground Bodhisattva is not is almost awakened, but still missing something. Actually, what's missing is Bhumi's 11, 12, and 13, the tantric part, actually. But anyway, so sometimes we say 10th ground Bodhisattva, sometimes Guru Buddha, okay? Anyway, first is developing the perfection of generosity with Akasha Garbha, yeah, the womb of space, yeah? So here is Akasha Garbha, yeah? So then I was explaining yesterday, I won't repeat everything, like, for example, anyway, if you want to know all this, please get a copy of the Mahayana Self-Healing commentary. If it's not available, actually, we need to re-edit it, and we'll do in the next few months, yeah? Okay? So we need to practice generosity, 4 kinds of generosity, yeah? Giving material things, giving dharma, giving protection, giving love, okay? The next one is here is the Oma Guru Buddha Samantabhadra Shila Siddhi Sam, yeah, okay. So Samantabhadra, the all good one, represents the perfection of ethics, yeah. Shila means ethics, yeah. So I was saying we say the 8 joints, yeah, the 2 shoulders, the 2 hips, and the 2 wrists and the 2 ankles. But actually, Samantabhadra represents the whole of the skeletal system. We say there's 360 joints in the Tibetan Himalayan medical system, yeah? So if you like, you can visualize like a green light skeleton, because remember, when we do NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing, let's say, we imagine we're Vajrasattva now. I have a clear body, yeah? So we don't have a body anymore of flesh and bones and things like that. But however, at this point, if you like, you could visualize, like, I don't know, either 360 points of light maybe on your 360 joints. Or, I mean, sometimes I visualize like a green skeleton, yeah? Because it's easier, yeah? And then, okay, next one is, and ethics, of course. The basic of ethics is ahimsa, non-violence. It's very simple ethics in Buddhism. Don't harm anybody, yeah? Okay, don't harm yourself, don't harm others, yeah? That's wrong, and right is do not harm anybody, then on top, try and help them, okay? So it's very super simple, actually, okay? Then the next one is on the eyes, yeah? Oma Guru Buddha Kasiti Garbha Shanti Siddhi Thling. Yeah? So here is Kasiti Garbha, the earth store or earth womb Bodhisattva. He represents the perfection of patience, yeah? So I was saying yesterday that we need to develop 3 kinds of patience. So the first one is like not retaliating. So if somebody's rude to us, we just need to smile and it's okay, not answer back, yeah? We need to train in this, obviously. It's not so easy, it doesn't, but anyway, little by little, it becomes more natural. The second one is enduring suffering, yeah, okay? So, for example, we didn't read the contract on life, yeah? So naturally, just because we were born, then sometimes we meet uncomfortable and difficult situations in our life, yeah? In fact, quite often, actually, even on the small level, yeah. So what we must not do is become irritated and angry. For example, maybe we're just hungry, or I don't know, we're walking in our house and we bang our foot or something, yeah? But then we experience pain or hunger or some discomfort, and then we become irritated and we become angry, yeah? So this kind of mind is actually developing a greater tolerance for us, for our actual situation, yeah? And yeah, so then all the time we don't react, yeah, because anger is very destructive of our punya, our positive energy, yeah. So we need to definitely make a big effort not to get angry, because they say if you want to destroy all your positive energy, just get angry at the wrong person, like for example at a holy being, and then you can burn it all, yeah, okay. So we try, seeing as we don't know who holy people are, better not to get angry at anybody, just to be on the safe side, yeah, okay. Also our life will be much better, yeah. So anyway, so we need to develop kind of tolerance, actually, for the uncomfortable situations that we are obliged to experience in samsara, yeah. And then the third one is the patience of definitely thinking about dharma. So that's, for example, if we think about, I don't know, like emptiness or something, it's not so easy. And usually as soon as we open a book on emptiness, we think, oh, I must clean my kitchen cupboard, I must do anything else, you know, because the mind really doesn't want to do it. Yeah. So we need to have some patience, yeah, and go through the resistance of our ego, actually, yeah. Be patient with the difficulties, because that's the actual medicine that will free us and get us out of samsara, yeah. So we need to actually take the medicine, yeah, okay. So that's okay on the eyes, yeah. And thling, yeah, thling is a very important syllable. Rinpoche Lama Caroline said we need to, I don't know, like draw this thling and put it around, and it's very good, very healing for our eyes, yeah. Also, it's the bija, the seed letter of Open Eye Chenrezig, yeah, okay. As we'll see later as we get onto that, okay. Okay. Actually, now I'm just going to look in Rinpoche's Mahayana Self-Healing Commentary, the one I'm telling you about, yeah? So nice, no? I shall actually refer to it, yeah? Okay. Then the next one, Oma Guru Buddha Vajrapani Virya Siddhi Om, yeah? Okay. Yellow ears, yeah? Yeah, like in Guya Samaja, yeah? So this is the perfection of effort, yeah, okay. And I was saying yesterday that virya, like virya means like energy, and actually our word virile in our language comes from the Sanskrit word virya, yeah. So Vajrapani is the most virile, the most heroic, the most energetic one, okay. So anyway, so in the Mahayana, we actually need three kinds of effort, yeah, three kinds of joyous effort, yeah. So the first one is making effort to help, to benefit others, yeah, okay. So usually people just make effort to benefit themselves, yeah, okay. But we need to make more, actually not only make effort, but actually enjoy doing it, yeah. Notice the word joyous effort, not like, oh, I have to do it, I'm obliged, it's really boring. No, we do it because we understand, we feel good doing it, yeah. Immediately we get like this kind of feedback of punya, of positive energy. So the more we do it, the happier we are, and it's a win-win situation, okay. So first one is that, yeah, okay. Second one is the effort of gathering virtuous dharmas. So this is what Lama Caroline, he always used to put everything in a nice, easy way, no? So you can say every day one less negative thing, every day one more positive thing, yeah, okay. This is self-healing, yeah. He said this many, many times, no? And if not every day, but as much as possible, yeah. So that's what it means. Every day, one more positive habit, one more positive way of speaking, one way more way of looking with peace, whatever. Yeah, okay. And the third one is called armor-like effort. So bodhisattvas are heroes or heroines, yeah, because it's female bodhisattvas, no? So they're heroes and heroines battling the enemy, which is their own ego and selfishness. Yeah, okay. And in the course of this battle, they go towards enlightenment, yeah? So bodhisattvas also need to put on the armor-like effort, yeah? And that's that we gradually develop a kind of self-confidence in our own spiritual abilities. Now, it's not like kind of ego, because ego is just kind of negative, but it's actually kind of, I don't know, like quietly feeling pleased that you know you have the capacity to help others, yeah? Then your mind becomes more strong, yeah? Because we have many difficulties that we feel like we're not capable of doing things. We feel doubt, no? So gradually we need to, actually also based on our own experience, feel more confident in our abilities to help and heal others, to progress on the spiritual path, to do our practice, to do what we say, to trust in ourselves, and so on. Yeah. So then it becomes strong, like we have like one armor. Yeah. Okay. And then yesterday I was saying there's something called the 4 forces, yeah, to increase our effort. So when we talk about effort, obviously we mean effort at doing something positive, yeah. So for example, I don't know, collecting, I don't know, like metal figures of, I don't know, like French soldiers from the 18th century, and knowing all about them and painting them is not positive effort according to Buddhism. Yeah, positive effort is something that actually brings benefit to other people. Yeah, okay. So many things like our hobbies and many things we do, yeah, in our life, yeah, actually then not actually going in the spiritual direction. So anyway, so we need to try and direct our mind more towards the, positive effort. Okay. Anyway, so the last thing I said yesterday was that actually there's 4 forces to increase our effort, yeah. And number 4 is the one we will be happy to know about, because it's called the power of relaxation. Yeah. So that means like NgalSo, no? Like take a rest, recover your energy. Yeah. So we should apply more effort to our spiritual practice. Yeah, our personal development. Why? Because it's the right thing to do. But sometimes we get tired. No. Then of course, naturally, sometimes it's okay to take a rest, as long as the rest is not most of our life. Yeah. So, but sometimes we should take a rest and not feel guilty about it. Like, for example, Rinpoche, no? When he was tired, maybe his mind never got tired for sure, but sometimes his body was tired, yeah, especially as he got older. So then he would go to the terme, no? On the Italian or Swiss border. He used to very much sitting in the hot water like this, 2 hours like a hippopotamus, yeah, with just his nose out like this, yeah. And why it helped his body a lot, and then he'd come back feeling much better, more energy. So this is one of the Bodhisattvas forces, yeah, which is to sometimes need to take a rest, then you have more energy, more joy to carry on, yeah. Because as Rinpoche said, this is an enlightenment marathon, okay. Not an enlightenment 100-meter sprint, yeah. So we need to pace ourselves, okay. Okay, next one. Sorry, I'm going super quick, but anyway, have to do at the moment, yeah. The next one is, it says, Om A Guru Buddha Sawa Nivarana Vishkambini Samadhi Siddhi Om, yeah. So Om A Guru Buddha, the one who helps us to overcome all interferences, may you grant us all the attainment of all concentrations, yeah, samadhis, yeah. Okay, so we visualize either, I was saying yesterday that if you like, of course, you're welcome. If you have the initiation to visualize, for example, Sawa Nivarana Vishkambini, for example, like in the Guya Samadhya, he's green with 3 heads and 6 arms, holding a sword, a jewel, a vajra, a lotus, a wheel, yeah, a vajra and a bell, yeah. If you can, please do, yeah. But if you find it a little difficult, Lama Caroline suggests that we visualize like a crystal light, like we try and get the feeling, yeah. So we visualize one pure light, yeah, and we think this pure light, this is Rinpoche energy, this is okay, you know. So anyway, so we visualize a green light with this vibration Om at our secret chakra, yeah? And this is containing the full energy of samadhi, of concentration, which is a huge subject, of course, yeah, okay. So anyway, so for example, in our sutra teachings, in the Lamrim and so on, we have a very extensive explanation on how to develop concentration. Yeah? We need to learn to concentrate, because without it, our mind is too weak to free ourselves from suffering. Yeah? And this is one of our present problems. Now we're in the Kali Yuga, and our mind is incredibly weak, incredibly scattered. Yeah. Also, actually, even not just because, for example, some of us are getting a bit older. No, not just because of this, but because of modern technology. We no longer feel that we need to memorize things. Okay. So then we're losing these facilities of our mind. So these facilities of mindfulness and awareness and memorization, and developing the ability to shine means to keep your mind peacefully on one object without the mind going off, you know. So you, for example, you start thinking about Buddha Shakyamuni, then 2 seconds later you're thinking about what flavor pizza shall you order this evening from the takeaway service, yeah? So not like that. So it's when you think about Buddha Shakyamuni, you think about Buddha Shakyamuni, yeah? And when you want to think about what flavor pizza to order, yeah, you think about the pizza, yeah? So this is something that in modern times it's very difficult for us, okay? So we need to put some effort into developing samadhi, shide, okay? Shine, sorry, not shide, shine, yeah? Tranquil abiding, okay? So anyway, so what we do is we cheat and we ask Guru Buddha Sarvanivarana Vishkambini to bless our minds and help us to develop that quality. Then, of course, we have to actually train in it as well, yeah? So anyway, we have 9 stages, actually, of developing tranquil abiding, yeah, which are beautifully explained in all the Lamrams. And actually, His Holiness Kyabje Trijang Dorji Chang, Lama Genshin's teacher, he made this picture, no, of like which we actually Duccio made a painting. It's on the wall in our Temple of Heaven and Earth in Italy, no. And there's like this monk, yeah. And first he's like, his mind is totally like his mind and also our mind, yeah, totally out of control, like a wild elephant, yeah. So the wild elephant's gone mad and is running at creating havoc everywhere. And the poor monk is just running around after the elephant trying to catch it. And he's got like a rope and a hook, yeah, which is mindfulness and attention. So then gradually, he catches it. And also he has like a monkey mind and a rabbit mind, yeah. Anyway, finally, after some, let's say, finally he manages to get on top of the mad elephant and it becomes peaceful, and then they fly up into the sky, yeah, and fly to enlightenment, yeah. So, and it's a beautiful picture, yeah. If you like, we have, I think the graphic office of Albagnano, they made one card actually. If you like to see that, probably you can order through the Albagnano shop, and if not, it's illustrated in many Lamrim manuals, yeah. So all these symbols, we need to think, oh, that means I need to do that, yeah. Not just, oh yeah, that's a nice picture and stick it on the wall or something, or just stick it in a drawer. We need to remember and use all these things, yeah. Because our life is going away, but who knows how much we have left. So we need to develop concentration so that we can actually take the essence of this precious human life and truly develop definite arising, bodhicitta, understand reality, emptiness and dependent arising, and have some experience of the tantra. And if we do that, then when we come to die, we'll think it was okay, my life was not wasted. I did my best, yeah. So we definitely need concentration. So we concentrate on Sawa Nivarana Vishkambini at our secret chakra in the form of green lights, yeah. And so each time we imagine, yeah, one of these bodhisattvas, for example, this one, we imagine our whole body is filled with green lights and nectars. That, for example, this one is purifying all the obstacles to concentration, yeah, and granting us this completely pacified, flexible, yeah, mind, yeah, okay. And of course, once we have this mind of concentration, what we're going to do is we're going to apply it to understand reality, and that's the next one, yeah, okay. So the next one is Om Guru Buddha, yeah, Manjusri Prajna Siddhi Home, yeah. So imagine Guru Buddha Manjusri, or red lights and nectars here in our heart chakra, yeah. Rinpoche used to say like crystal light, because I think for most of us, these crystals, they still have some pure feeling, some energy that we can relate to, yeah, as a symbol of purity, okay. Manjusri means gentle speech in Sanskrit, yeah. Why? Because he's telling us the nature of reality, yeah. Because of all the kind things you can give to people to help people to understand reality is the kindest thing, yeah. The most kindest, the most empowering, yeah. So anyway, so once we develop concentration, of course, with our motivation of wanting open heart, wanting to help everybody else, yeah, then what we need to do is when the mind is calm, yeah, like a pond or something, then we need to we say this is like we use the fish of mindfulness, yeah. So it's like we have this our mind becomes very clear, yeah, like a beautiful, like clear pond, yeah. Okay, very, like if you imagine them a very some natural place, super clear, super nice. And then inside is we call the fish of mindfulness, yeah. Like before, we used to, in front of the Temple of Heaven on Earth in Albagnano, Rinpoche built one pond, yeah, okay. And we used to have like these carp swimming around. At the moment, they've been relocated to rather a small pond, but I think the plan is to put them back in front of the temple when the temple's ready, okay? So when we go and look in that pond and we see those carp swimming around, we have to think, oh, I need to use the fish of mindfulness to investigate whether things exist the way I think they do or not, yeah, okay? So all the time we need to be like the mindfulness fish swimming around, yeah? And so this fish swims around. Like if we look at in these ponds now, the water's not disturbed very much as these fish go through it, yeah? So this shows us how we need to move, yeah? So we have one part of our mind that's watching the other, yeah? So one part of the mind is very peaceful, actually very blissful, yeah, okay? And then the mindfulness fish is checking and thinking, okay, if I exist the way I appear, then, where is it, yeah? And we go through that process of looking for ourselves, yeah? And so on, yeah? Okay, we have many, many different techniques for that, yeah? So, okay, so then we request the blessings of Guru Buddha Manjusri, yeah, to help us to develop prajna, okay? So, okay, actually we have two kinds of wisdom. One is prajna, yeah, and the other is jhana, okay? So prajna is the one that's getting us out of samsara, and the jhana, yeah, jhana siddhi, is the fully developed exalted wisdom, yeah? So one is kind of like on the way, they're kind of like the causal one, and the other is like the final one, okay? But anyway, both very high realizations, yeah, okay? So, of all, what did they say? Of all animals, the one that makes the biggest footprint is the elephant, yeah? Especially if there's mud or something, yeah? So we need to have some way to think about emptiness, to think about reality. So they say, okay, the thing that makes the biggest impression on our mind is thinking about change, impermanence, yeah? And also thinking about how things are connected. We call this the king of reasons, yeah? So even if we don't know much about Buddhist philosophy and all those kind of things, yeah, then we can think Omye Dhamma Hetu Prabhava Hetun Teshin Tathagata Yawa Data Teshin Chayo Niroda Evan Vadi Mahasramanaya Soha. All things depend on causes and conditions. The Tathagata, the Buddha, the great Shramana, understood the cause of all phenomena and their cessation. Soha, that's it, yeah, okay? Yeah. So anyway, we request Guru Buddha Manjusri's blessings to help us to wake up this understanding of reality, of emptiness and interdependence, yeah? Even if we think like in a scientific way, actually, about phenomena, it's okay, yeah, to start with, yeah? And then there's many different levels, like things that depend on their parts, things depend also on being named, so our mind is also involved in the creation of our reality, yeah? But that's like a more deep level, okay? Anyway, so now we request the blessings of Guru Buddha Manjusri in our heart, yeah, okay. Then, following the Guhya Samaja, why we're jumping around, why we're not going like this, like the body mandala, is because in this particular sequence, Rinpoche wanted us to think about the 6 perfections of a bodhisattva: generosity, ethics, patience, energy, concentration, and wisdom, okay, yeah. And to help us to think about this is why we have the Bodhisattva vow and what's called the 46 secondary vow, yeah? So each we have a series of like behaviors that we try and do in order to put our mind in the right direction. So for example, yeah, I'd like to become a wise person, okay, yeah? So therefore there's a certain kind of like behavior I need to do in order to become one, yeah, which at the moment I don't have, no? So, for example, to become wise, for example, I need to start to think about Buddhist philosophy, like maybe listen to the Heart Sutra, to meditate on the Heart Sutra, to listen to these kind of teachings. I also actually need to become an open-minded person, yeah, and listen to the Theravada teachings, the Mahayana teachings, and be open to all the different views of Buddhist philosophy, yeah. Because when we talk about emptiness, one important thing is that we have to realize that everything that we see now is wrong. It's our superstitious fantasy projection, yeah? And we get all kinds of problems because we are convinced that I am right and you are wrong, yeah? Then from this come all the suffering and pain of the world, doesn't it, yeah? like politics, wars. It's all because I'm right and you're wrong and I'm better than you. It's just fantasy, no, actually, yeah. So there's a series, for example, with the secondary Bodhisattva vows to develop wisdom. One thing is to become open-minded, yeah, and accept that actually within Buddhism, all views are beautiful, yeah. And actually, not only that, Lama Caroline said we should respect all religious traditions, yeah. And Rinpoche made a big effort now to set up the spiritual UN Spiritual Forum for World Peace, yeah, because he understood clearly that this grasping at I am right, myself, have the supreme view, you know, me, myself, my tribe, my religion, is just going to cause endless wars and suffering, as it has done throughout history. So Rinpoche, his idea was that the religious people, they get together and start to discuss, for example, from each one from their own tradition, how to make peace, how to take care of the environment, and so on. It's a very, very good idea, actually. Yeah. So anyway, if you're interested in the to know what are the 46 secondary Bodhisattva vows, well, probably if you look on the internet, you can just find it. If not, there's various books on the subject. And if you just wait a little bit, like maybe 2-3 months, we will produce this book called NgalSo Self-Healing, Sadhana and Commentary of Rinpoche, yeah? Which, for me, honestly, like, Rinpoche's materials, they have like special feelings, special quality, you know? Anyway, that's how I feel myself. Yeah, of course, everybody's completely welcome to read whatever you like. You know, of course, and also I do too. Yeah, but I'm just saying I think there's a really special lineage blessing from Rinpoche's things. Okay, so that's forthcoming. Okay. Then we have who do we have here in the mouth? We have Om Guru Buddha Avalokiteshvara Karuna Siddhi Hum. Yeah, so Karuna in Sanskrit means compassion. Okay. Avalokiteshvara is the Sanskrit name for Buddha Chenrezig, yeah? So his name means him. Well, actually, in China, he's a she, but in Tibetan Buddhism, is he, no? So Avalokiteshvara's name is the one who has compassion for the unobservable. So Avalokiteshvara Chenrezig, he sees like all the beings of the universe, yeah, okay? And he has incredible compassion towards other people because he understands that unnecessarily we're creating suffering. Why? Because we have this strong feeling of an independent I, yeah, which is a fantasy. Then, based on this, everything goes wrong from that point. From the I feeling of a separate I comes the selfishness, and then desire and hatred, and me and you, and my tribe and your tribe, and yeah, all the fantasies of the dualistic appearance, yeah. So we create our personal samsaras, we suffer. And Avalokiteshvara has compassion for us because he knows it's not necessary, yeah. So in fact, one of the kindest, most compassionate things that Avalokiteshvara did was explain the Heart Sutra, yeah. If you actually read the Heart Sutra, it says, Shariputra asks to Lord Buddha, how should a son or daughter of the lineage train in the profound perfection of wisdom, yeah? And then Avalokiteshvara's mind is blessed by Lord Buddha, and he replies and he speaks the whole of what's called the Heart Sutra, okay? Which is like the kind of condensed, a bit like this sadhana, the condensed summary of the perfection of wisdom, yeah, okay? Actually, Lama Caroline, one thing he said was that actually we all need to do more the Heart Sutra, like repeat it, meditate on it, say Tayata on Gati Gati Paragati Paragasangati Bodhisattva. And he said that actually, he said in our Sangha, this is a little bit weak, the practice of the Heart Sutra, and we need to make an effort to do that. So that's one thing maybe we can start to do in 2021, no? Because it's incredibly beneficial, incredibly therapeutic to do so. No? Anyway, so Avalokiteshvara, you might say, why is Avalokiteshvara in the mouth? Yeah, because actually it's like speaking words of peace, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Like, of all the acts of kindness and compassion that we can do for others, the kindness thing is to speak the Dharma, yeah, to explain the Dharma in a way that other people understand, yeah, okay. Of course, we should also help whoever needs, if they need, I don't know, hunger. If they're hungry, we should help. If they're poor and so on, yeah, of course. But ultimately, the biggest kindness is to explain the Dharma, especially the nature of reality. So Avalokiteshvara is the one that spoke the Heart Sutra, yeah, and many other incredible teachings, yeah, okay. So we do Omar Guru Buddha Avalokiteshvara, yeah, Karuna, Siddhi, Hung, yeah. So what in this combined practice, we like it's kind of first we're kind of like requesting the blessing, and we visualize here, yeah, and there's Chenrezi energy, okay. Then when we do like om om om, it's like you can imagine that healing light and nectar of the holy energy of Chenrezis expanding, yeah. For example, first it's filling our whole body, and then it expands like limitlessly beyond our whole body. And for example, the energy of Chenrezi goes out across the universe, so it touches every being, like human being and animal being and fish being and bird being, all kinds of beings in the universe, no? And each one receives what they need. So the hungry, they receive food, the ignorant receive wisdom, those who are sick receive medicine, yeah? And just until finally each one, they achieve the state of Guru Buddha Chenrezi, yeah? And the whole world transforms into a pure land, yeah? So we can do like this for each one of the 8 bodhisattvas, and that's how we should do it, yeah? Yeah, so each time, like for example, Vajrapani, or his incredible spiritual strength is going out across the universe. So then everybody's minds becomes completely pacified, yeah? Which is how people used to be around Rinpoche, no? Like he had this many times, yeah. People used to say that Rinpoche was considered to be an emanation of Vajrapani, and also Rinpoche's past life, Panchen Zampo Tashi. Yeah? They said he was like Vajrapani emanation. And so what that actually meant was that Rinpoche could have, I don't know, let's say 20 people in a room around him, all different people. Some people like quite crazy. And then with it, when he was there, they'd be like really, really quiet. Yeah. Yeah. Really peaceful. Yeah. Okay. Because he had that special overwhelming, let's say, love quality and mental stability quality and inner peace quality that all the people who's normally very lung type, very disturbed, very anxious, very angry, whatever, finally they found some peace, they found some comfort around him, yeah. So this is the actual quality of Vajrapani, isn't it, yeah? So Vajrapani, his quality is not aggression, yeah. It's actually so kind, so peaceful. So that's how he's so strong, yeah. And all this, because people who are angry, it's because inside they're weak, isn't it? Yeah? Okay. So anyway, so we need to do so for each of the bodhisattvas, we need to understand what's their quality, and then we imagine it's sending out across, for example, our town, our city, our state, our country, and the world. Yeah. So everybody receives the quality of each one of the 8 bodhisattvas. Okay. And why we said yesterday why there's 8 bodhisattvas is because they represent the qualities that we need in order to become a Buddha, yeah, to become an awakened one. Yeah? Okay, so then what do we do then? Then it says Oma Guru Buddha Prajna Paramita Jnana Siddhi A. Okay, so in the heart on the crown chakra, we imagine golden light, and this is the Jnana Paramita, so it's the transcendent perfection of exalted wisdom, yeah, okay, like a Buddha's awakened mind, yeah. So we imagine Prajna Paramita is in 2 places. Why? I suspect because sometimes we say that the mind is in the heart chakra, yeah, in Tantric Buddhism, in medicine, and so on. And sometimes we say like the mind is in the head, no, in the brain, and so on, yeah, these days, yeah. So we do. So actually, she gets to be in 2 places. So she's in this brain and that brain. So we need to bring the 2 brains together, don't we? Yeah. So we need to connect the thinking and the feeling part of our brains. Yeah. Yeah. Because that's the basis, wouldn't it, of being, like Rinpoche said, to develop spontaneously born new bliss and emptiness. We need to develop method and wisdom, peace and love. We need to be nice to our parents. Yeah. Okay. And so we also need to connect the feeling and the thinking parts of our mind. So all these things go together. Mm-hmm. So these things we can't neglect if we actually want to grow. I mean, you and me, all of us, we have to go through this same process, yeah? And when we've actually done it, we'll get enlightened, yeah? Okay? So anyway, so like that, yeah? So after this, we'll go over to Albagnano, Gompa. Then again, please, we practice together, yeah? I've seen these days many people are following on the streaming, doing the combined practice, and that's really wonderful. Thank you so much. This is exactly what we need to do, yeah? Lama Ganchen made a huge effort to show us that to develop this practice, and also to show many, many, many times, almost every time that we make a course with Rinpoche over the past, I don't know, 15, 20 years, at the end of the course, he would already we're feeling quite tired. Yeah, then the screen would come down, and then Rinpoche would say, "Oh, now we're going to do the combined practice," and he would show us. Even though, remember, he was also he always said, "I'm the oldest one here." Yeah, but he would always do the practice and actually share hundreds and hundreds of times this practice with us. Yeah. So anyway, so hopefully now we continue. Now we've published this combined practice now, and actually following Rinpoche's wishes. Yeah. So now, please, each one of us, let's try sometimes at least to do this combined practice. Maybe every day you can't do, but okay, maybe once a week or something like that. We try, no? Because that's truly what Rinpoche wished for us. I was saying the other day that, as far as I can see, in our NgalSo system, we have 4 key practices. Probably afterwards there'll be some more, but first is the Lama Chirpa, the special NgalSo one that Rinpoche add many things to, yeah, the one that we do every day in Albagnano and some of our other centers around the world, yeah. Second one, of course, is the NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing, which underlies everything, we can say. The third one is the Bourbador practice, when we imagine going around Bourbador hand in hand with Rinpoche, going through the 5 paths and the 10 bhumis up to enlightenment. And the fourth one is the combined practice. These are, as far as I can see, these are the core practices of our NgalSo tradition, yeah, okay. So we need to try and do, okay, I know, it's a lot, yeah, but anyway, sometimes please try and do the combined practice. So anyway, actually already in Chile, they're doing this every week, once a week, which is very good in our Santiago center. And also they have a Zoom group so that other people who speak Spanish can do the combined practice together. That's really wonderful. And I hope also that in our other centers around the world, we gradually find, let's say, one time per week when we can do it, Why? Because it's what Rinpoche wanted. So I'm saying this to myself as I also have to do it, yeah? We have to do this, yeah? Because it's what Rinpoche, it's like our inheritance. Rinpoche left each and every one of us this wonderful practice, yeah? Okay? So now we need to use, not just put on the bookshelf or something like that, yeah? Why? Because also, we're all missing Rinpoche a lot, yeah? Okay? Like missing his physical presence and his incredible everything, no? His incredible energy. If we do this combined practice, we will feel Rinpoche, yeah? This is really one place where Rinpoche put his full energy, his full love, his full everything, yeah? So if we want to feel this, if we want, as Rinpoche used to say, the line is on, yeah? He always said, you can speak to me heart to heart, no problem, yeah? No need to phone, the line is on. So if we do the combined practice, we'll feel that for sure, okay? So anyway. So anyway, after, in 15 minutes, we'll go over to Albagnano and some of our friends there. And also, I'm very happy that many of our friends have been showing the practice, okay? And obviously, it's a bit difficult at the moment because of the pandemic situation. But regardless, anyway, we're doing our best under the present circumstance, yeah, okay? So anyway, many of our community of our NgalSo community know this practice. Why? Because Rinpoche gives to everybody, yeah? Okay? And that's why it's nice that many people are showing the practice, because it's true. Yeah? This is for everybody, this practice, okay? Anyway, so we need to do like this and receive the blessing and healing and transformation of the 8 Bodhisattvas. Like I say, in a few months I'll re-edit the commentary, then you can see all the details, incredible details about the 8 Bodhisattvas and what they represent, yeah? But the most important thing when we do this practice is we feel something, yeah? Okay? Anyway, so we do the practice of the 8 Bodhisattvas, yeah? And then at the end, we do Om Bishwa Shanti Ananda. Bishwa in Sanskrit means world, okay? Yeah? And Shanti means peace, and Ananda means bliss. So we're saying Om, peace and bliss for the world, yeah? Okay? Okay, by the way, yeah? In our combined practice, we're following Rinpoche's pronunciation, yeah? The Tibetan pronunciation, even though comes from the Sanskrit, yeah. So sometimes it might say Vishwa, sometimes it might say Bishwa, and why that is because that when Lord Atisha he was the abbot of a very important Indian monastery, yeah, and the Tibetan king Yeshiu, yeah, he invited him to Tibet, yeah, to re-establish Buddhism in the 12th century. So Atisha was from Bengal, yeah, okay, and he had a strong Bengali accent, yeah. So what the Tibetan lamas, how they pronounce, is exactly like copy exactly their gurus down the centuries. So basically, the sound is like Bengali in the Middle Ages, like Atisha's sound. So actually, it's actually very auspicious, actually. So this is why sometimes maybe it's written like V, but they say B. But anyway, it's like that, because actually, lineage means like that, For those of us Sanskrit purists, the Sanskrit mantras are written in the sort of classical Devanagari form at the end of the sadhana, So then everybody's happy, okay? Anyway, Om Bishwa Shanti Ananda, So we touch our heart. Rinpoche said always need to touch here and feel something, So why we in our NgalSo practices, why we have to do all this, do the Macarena, is because our mind has a very little concentration. So actually, the actual act of putting the body, the speech, and the mind together, it gathers our concentration, okay? So then our meditation is more powerful. And this is a technique that's been used in Tibetan Buddhism for over 1,000 years. We have all these different hand mudras and so on, So Rinpoche is just continuing with that idea, okay? Plus, actually, it's true that when we touch these points, it's easier to feel something. And it is actually a fact, unless you have some super concentration, that when we do like this, the namaste, the energies gather because we have the channels in the fingers. So then it's easier to feel the chakras, the emotions, and so on. So that's why we do it, okay? So we put this hand here, touch the heart. Actually, this hand, sometimes we say should be in a Vajra fist on the hip, But if you can remember, but the main thing is that this hand should be touching the heart, we should mean it, This is heartfelt thing, okay? So first Om Bishwa Shanti Ananda, and then Om Bishwa Shanti Hum, our classical Om Peace for the World, from Self-Healing too, And Om Bishwa Shanti Ananda is in making peace with the environment, okay? So we do these two things, okay? Then it says, page 31 in the combined practice, it says, Dumiji wesema towana dei molanyewa sechenku sewato ne chida pelchomde chime rizinyu du topasho. If foreseeing signs of a premature death, may I, by a clear vision of the 8 Bodhisattva Sun, defeat the Lord of Death and rapidly attain the city of immortality. So this prayer actually Rinpoche used many times throughout the self-healing system. So it used to start with may I have a clear vision of White Tara or Akshobhya, and then Rinpoche add many other things. Okay, because he liked to make easy for us. Okay, so what's a premature death? A premature death is like when we're all born, we come into this life with a kind of karmic baggage, So we have a certain amount of credit. So they say breaths, The breath is like the fuel of our life, And when we have many billions of them, okay? When they're all breathed up, we die, The thing is, we come into the life like with a kind of petrol tank, but there's no fuel monitor, so we don't know how much we've got, Unfortunately, we can't stick the stick in and say, oh, I've only got 30 years or 5 years or 100 years, which is a slight difficulty. So nobody knows how big their tank is, how long it's going to last, But however long we've got, we need to have the best life, full of energy, full of, we don't want to be very tired, very weak, and not possible to do anything in the life. So we try and have, let's say, for example, we have 57 years of life credit. Okay, then the whole 57 years we want to have a full life. Okay, and if our life credit is 100 years, which according to the Kala Chakra Tantra should be like a normal human life. Okay, then we want 100 years to be good. Okay, so like that. So like I said, nobody knows how much you've got, but however much it is, you want it to be like a vital life. Okay. Actually, of course, we do have many called Sedrug life practices where you can actually go to the life petrol station, life fuel station, and get more life. But that's another story, okay? So if foreseeing signs of a premature death, so that's, for example, this is explained in the medical teachings, So there's many kind of internal and external signs of death, okay? In terms of feeling and dreams and some things changing within our body and mind, okay? And actually, when first signs of premature death is aging, isn't it? Yeah, like the normal process of aging is a sign of death, yeah, but okay, not premature death, yeah. But anyway, in the medical and astrology teachings, we explain all about this, yeah. So for example, if it says, for example, if you have some food and you put it out and a dog won't eat it because you've touched it, yeah, or you press the end of your nose and then you can't. Then what happens? You can't see the end of your nose, yeah. There's this whole series of like kind of tests you can do to see, or if your shadow starts disappearing, that's another one, yeah. This is actually true. Actually, when if you get sick, your shadow gets lighter. Yeah, it's not made up by Tibetans. This is actually true. Hopefully, you don't get ill, but if you do, you can observe. Yeah, okay. Anyway, may I have a clear vision of the 8 Bodhisattva heart suns? Actually, in Mahayana Buddhism, yeah, they have whole traditions of like praying at the moment of death for Ksitigarbha and so on, the Bodhisattvas to pick you up and protect you, yeah, especially strong in Chinese and Japanese Buddhism, yeah. For example, Ksitigarbha, yeah, he's super popular in Japanese Buddhism, yeah, and he's represented as a monk with a dog, yeah, and he will go to hell and pick you. Let's say if unfortunately you went to hell, he will go to hell and get you out, yeah, okay. And actually, the dog is the reincarnation of his mother that unfortunately had a bad rebirth. But anyway, he picked her up and rescued her, yeah, okay. So anyway, so this is very, very strong in East Asian Mahayana Buddhism, yeah, requesting the Bodhisattvas to save us, and why not, yeah, because they can, yeah. If you remember, a few months ago, I was talking about this. It's called the Basket Sutra, yeah, which is a very important Mahayana sutra about the qualities of Buddha Chenrezig, and there it explains very beautifully how Chenrezig goes throughout all the realms of samsara, rescuing and healing people, yeah. And in each realm, he appears according to those beings' capacity. Like, for example, unforgettable example, he turns into, at one point, he turns into a bee and flies into the cesspit of Varanasi, which is like horrible Indian toilet, yeah? And then he makes the buzzing sound of Om Mani Padme Hum and liberates all the worms and maggots and stuff in the cesspit, yeah? And so on and so on. He goes to hell, goes to the Asura realm, the Preta realm. Anyway, he's very busy, yeah? Okay. So he keeps on manifesting in front of Buddha Shakyamuni, then disappearing, saying, sorry, got to go, places to go, people to see, got to go to hell, got to go to the Deva realm, got to liberate people. Yeah. So all the Bodhisattvas, yeah, the 8 Bodhisattvas have this capacity to liberate us actually, yeah, from suffering, yeah. Not just so anyway, so 1 second. Okay, so by a clear vision of the 8 Bodhisattva heart suns, yeah. So that means clear vision at the time of death, actually, yeah. Okay. Although it is possible to have clear vision of them before. Actually, Rinpoche himself, he had many times vision of the Bodhisattvas, yeah. At the moment, I'm actually writing down one history of our NgalSo tradition, yeah. And I have recorded many of these like special things that happen, yeah. So anyway, so I will write it all. Rinpoche actually asked me to write it down and to publish it, which of course I never did because I was too busy running around after him. But anyway, we will do, okay? So Rinpoche himself, he's seen many times Manjushri, Chenrezig, like really like seeing one person to another, yeah? It's true, yeah? And may I defeat the Lord of Death, Yama, death, yeah? And rapidly attain the Siddhi of immortality. Many people ask me, what is the Siddhi of immortality? Yeah. So in ancient times, yeah, there were actually immortals, and Rinpoche said there are actually still a few immortals left in this world, like, for example, the 16 Arhats, who were the 16 monk disciples of Buddha Shakyamuni. And Buddha Shakyamuni, he requests them not to pass into paranirvana, but to stay to protect the Dharma teachings in this world, yeah? So there's actually 16 of them, yeah? One of them lives in the West, we just don't know where, yeah? Rinpoche said one of them lives on Swayambhu Stupa, yeah? So we're always wondering who that might be, yeah? But
I always wanted to go, but you never got early enough.
Eleanor's here. She says she always wants to go and see the immortal, but I'm too lazy to get up. So maybe another time when we go to Kathmandu, we must set the alarm clock and go and see if we can. Rinpoche said you can only see immortals like very early in the morning because they don't like very busy, confused situations, of course, they've got more taste, So he said you have to go super early in the morning when the sun is just rising if you want to meet me. And he said it's completely true. If you go to Swayambhu very early in the morning, the immortal is there. So I'm just telling you what Rinpoche said, no? So, okay, so there are actual immortals, who are still around in this world, Then we can have, for example, immortality in the sense of for example, somebody like Rinpoche, for example, you might say he's not immortal, he's dead, but okay, the body has died, But when we say about death in Buddhism, we mean the separation of the mind from the body, So according to our histories, Rinpoche actually achieved the illusory body, in the 16th century when he was Panchen Zanpo-tashi, and through the practice of Guya Samaji, So if you have one of these, it's like death is like changing the car, I don't have a car, but like most of my friends who have cars, they have a car and then finally it gets old, they don't want it anymore. So then they just get another car, but you're always there, you're the driver, So having a gyulu, an illusory body is like this, that body will decay, it's its nature, finally need to leave, it will leave you, but the mind continues, and then the mind will take rebirth again and again out of incredible compassion for others and just get a new body, So that's actually one form of immortality, okay? So now what we're hoping is that if we all do the right thing, like, for example, do the combined practice, then as actually, I don't know if you heard yesterday, like Lama Michelle was saying, what we need to do is not stress about like, oh, Rinpoche come back immediately, But what we need to do is create the right condition so Rinpoche comes back in the best way, in the most clear way, and in the perfect way, suitable for the future generation, okay? So this is what we need to aim for. And one of the causes to create this positive tendril definitely is if we do Rinpoche's practices, the ones he specifically spent years and years of his life doing and giving to us, if we actually do them, this will create a positive tendril for him to come back now and continue to guide the NgalSo tradition and help and heal many other people, So that's one form of immortality, okay? And then there are some others, but we'll talk about those another time, okay? Anyway, so now let's dedicate, Okay, so let's dedicate that 2021 is much better than 2020, That the big suffering of the pandemic becomes a small suffering and then disappears, as Rinpoche says many times, And just generally, may it be a better year, because we've really had enough last year. So, okay. So now we hope everything goes up in the positive direction. And if we create the positive cause and condition, it will, okay? So you shouldn't think, oh, I'm just one person, because many of us together doing positive things, we're powerful, And this is why our NgalSo family, our NgalSo Sangha is important, because there's many of us all over the world, and actually you're all doing super well, I know because I'm speaking with many of our Sangha members. So we need to continue to do the right thing, okay? So in 2021, And then everything will gradually get better. Thank you very much. Let's touch our hand to our heart and make strong wishes, Positive wishes for our friend, our family, our society, the environment, the planet, and that may 2021 be a better year, okay? Om Bishwa Shanti Hum. 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 By the power of the truth, peace and bliss forever. By the power of the truth, peace and bliss forever. By the power of the truth, peace and bliss forever. Lama Conchosola Capsuchi, Rani la Seldonil Sonecho, Dona Chusunyacho Dadahando, Getcho Hokunju Jishindro, Dona Diso Nampageweso, Jine sapane nyududa, no bubanzo shambala gene, la mehelangi rumpata shisho. Ni modele hesendele, ni me kohoyandele shin, ni senta hatu dele pel, konjo hosungi jingilo, konjo hosungi natras, konjo hosungi tashisho. At dawn or dusk, at night or midday, may the three jewels grant us their blessings. May they help us to achieve all realizations and sprinkle the path of our lives with various signs of auspiciousness. Okay, thank you very much. I see there's some questions actually. I'll answer those tomorrow. Okay, and actually, sorry, today I was thinking to do the transmission of the mantras, but then actually I thought no, I won't. I'll probably do it tomorrow. Okay. Anyway, so you'll just have to tune in. Okay. And I'll try and answer people's questions tomorrow. Okay. Anyway, thank you very much. Now, please don't go away. Let's all try and do the combined practice together with our friends from Albagnano who are kindly guiding the practice. Thank you very much. See you later.